Are we the 109 Club now?
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week.
Go in, get your haircut.
Yeah.
For men.
Have an old fashioned.
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys.
Oh, that's fine. We didn't really even start, so.
Okay.
But I was concerned about the water level of your drink.
Yeah.
It sat for 6 minutes. So.
How was Torrey Pines, man? Are we starting it?
Yeah, let the 103 Club commence. Welcome to the second episode of the 103 Club on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Stick. Of course, the one, the only, Neal Ruhl.
Thank you.
And then adding to the party today,
Made it.
an original member but wasn't here for the launch.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, but trust me, I was doing right in your guys' honor last week.
You dress like a sheep, which is also weird.
Yeah, even Alex Mayer was giving me a little shit about this.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Right.
Look at that thing. You're either a sheep or that little thing that goes around the toilet in the bathroom.
Well, I mean, it's 103 Club, so I figured I'd get a little dressed up for my first ever appearance on it, you know?
Well, cheers. Well, thanks
Cheers.
for coming in.
Sorry, I took a drink already, but
Happy to be
I
here.
had to at that point.
People don't understand this is a very exclusive club here at Woodward Sports.
You see the jealousy in their eyes as they walk by?
Oh, yeah. Stick was saying Braylon was trying to get in here last week, and you guys you got to turn people away.
Sorry, man.
There's a waiting list.
This isn't the Rose Bowl MVP club. This is the 103 club. There's a different set of standards. Braylon will be here, though. Don't worry. We'll get him involved. But you were in San Diego. You played Torrey Pines, huh?
I did.
What'd you shoot?
92. Like my
You
worst.
play the tips or something?
Yeah, we played as far back, so they have 7,800 is where the pros play, and then as far back you can go with 7,000.
They don't trust you guys with the
No,
with the
not
tips.
at all.
Huh?
They shouldn't have. But my fairness, so retired from golf business now. It's first winter I didn't practice or play.
Retired. I'm fucking retired.
Yeah.
I'm retired. I
Look
work
at,
the
hey,
age
you know
of
what he's doing right now?
17, I'm
He's
retired.
He's giving context on the 92.
Right.
I am.
Low key, he is.
You have to.
No, okay, give me the excuses. Go
All
ahead.
right, so 14 years in the golf business. I feel like 14 years in the golf business, you can say the word retired. So I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
But didn't practice for all winter for the first time ever. Go out. We went to X Golf one day, a couple days before going out there. Got pissed drunk the first 2 days before we played. So on top of not practicing, being hungover as balls, I wasn't too upset with 90. Shot 49 on the front, 43 on the back. So
I'd be
All right, so you got it
ecstatic if I
together.
shot
Yeah.
92
Yeah.
anywhere.
You got it together.
Yeah.
I'll give you a pass on that.
Was it anything like the Tiger Woods video games? Because that's the only time I've been able to play Torrey Pines.
yeah, well, so it's even better.
Oh.
Funny you say that because the Torrey Pines in 08 when the U.S. Open was there was the first tournament that I watched from Thursday to Monday all the way through. And when Tiger made the putt on 18 to tie Rocco Mediate, forced the 18-hole playoff on Monday, I was hooked on golf ever since then.
Okay.
So to me, that place actually had a little special place in my heart because that's what made me fall in love with golf.
And it's Torrey Pines, by the way.
The views are literally, you can't describe them.
No, I get it. That's one that I certainly want to play. There's no doubt about it.
You a golfer?
Yeah.
How are you at golf?
I am in the same situation as Nick, where I have not swung a golf club since my season concluded shortly after joining Woodward Sports last summer. So I have not gotten it in. I was a member at the Orchards.
That's one of my favorite courses.
Yeah, it is my favorite track, and I live across the street from there. So
You live all the way out in Washington Township?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
it's like 35 minutes here.
It's nothing but a helicopter ride for
true.
Neal. You're talking
Yeah.
big deal, Neal.
So anyway, I played in high school, was pretty competitive. I was all county. Played a couple junior tournaments and stuff
Fucking
like
guy.
that.
Nice.
I got like Division III partial scholarship offer. You know, the Division III world works.
Yeah.
Realized though, I just didn't hit the ball far enough to make a living doing that, and so I decided I wanted to do. Originally, I wanted to be a stockbroker. I majored in finance the first time. I was like, wow, these accounting classes suck. I'm out of this. And that was about, when the sports radio boom really started. So I was like, I want to do that instead. So here we are.
Yeah.
And you kind of got a golden voice, so it works out
Golden
for you.
voice of Neal Ruhl.
Absolutely. But the golf skills do come in handy in this line of work.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Lots of scrambles, lots of charity scrambles and things like
I'll
that.
have you know, I hold the long record drive for Woodward Sports.
Well, I wasn't
At
there.
the last-
I
You
was
weren't
not
there. Neither was Neal, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The
I
people
wouldn't
that
get there
were
anyway.
there got their ass beat. That includes you, Joik Bell. That includes a Mr. Adam Baydoun.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
What's your handicap?
I had
you
it.
say it
yeah,
is?
I had in July last year when I was playing a lot because my goal was to qualify for the Mid-Am,
Oh, okay.
Michigan
Yeah, yeah.
Mid-Am. I had it. I was about a 7.9.
Okay.
So that's about the low. But that was at the Orchards all the time.
It's a hard golf course. They used to play the Michigan Open there and stuff back in the day as well.
Yeah, back in the day. So, I would say I'm probably right now, if we went on the course and played, I'd probably play to about a 12.
Yeah.
But I could, with 4 weeks of work, I could have that thing back around an 8, I bet.
Yeah, like so.
It's a field game
At the end of last year, I was a 2.3 index. So
Ooh.
but like going out there, I knew like there was a chance I was going to shoot 100. Like I knew that was definitely about like the best part for me is like, yeah, you're playing Torrey Pines. Of course you want to play well, but I had zero expectations. Yeah. I was just like, you can't. Like,
see, the competitor doesn't take. You're like, see. Here's how I attack that shit, but that's how I do this job though too. There's not a part of you that says I'm a 2.3 handicap. I should play well out here. I know that I'm good.
So
it's gonna sound like I'm a dick.
No. It's fair because I was
it's
like,
fair because you are.
If I was hitting the ball, like bad, I would have been like, damn. Like for me, like the first thing, it takes me about a month or so to get the touchback with putting and chipping, and that's where
it's a non-negotiable.
And that's where the strokes honestly fell. I did not hit the ball that bad.
Okay,
to be honest. So like,
that's about what.
How far can you drive it?
So my farthest drive, I would say on average, I'm right around 300 now.
Oh God!
But my farthest drive was last year. I hit it 372 off the tee.
What the hell was it? Downhill with
it was
wind
and it
volcano.
It was end of the year. It was middle of summer. Stuff was drying out, and one of the courses at Walnut Creek where I worked at, it's got like if the landing zone you have it is a downslope forward, so it's like a big bounce pad. If you hit it, it sprouts forward. And
Happy Gilmore over here, 370.
Small dude, you wouldn't expect it, but
I gotta. Well, no, it is the small dudes now because it's a flexibility game.
Yep.
That's what people don't realize. That they think it's a strength.
I'm
game.
a leverage. I got to stand as far as I can away from the ball and just use my long ass arms. And I'm about 330.
Okay.
That's my average.
You guys are
Average.
savages, bro.
I could crush it.
Okay.
Everything else not good.
Do you know where it's going? Do you know if it's going straight left?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty consistent.
Oh, nice.
Pretty consistent off the tee, but
We would have a very good scramble
then
team
it gets
because
sketchy.
I hit it even in my prime. I was about 250 off the tee, but 100 and in.
Oh, wedge game.
And
that's what
kick-ins.
I tell people that I was like, if you want to learn golf, just wedges. Like you'll trim more shots off with your wedges.
And putting, 3-putts will kill you every time.
It's funny. So you're up Lansing way. Where did you learn? Where did you grow up playing at?
So right here at Southfield, Plum Hollow Country Club. I was a caddy there. That's where I started off caddy. I spent 10 years working there.
Where'd you learn to play it? Like where were you playing at?
Just like a bunch of shitty little 9-hole courses, like in the Walled Lake area.
So Oakland County.
Oakland County, yeah.
And so I grew up in Macomb County.
Okay.
And all the courses in Macomb County are kind of wedged in subdivisions and stuff like that. Everything's short, but it's really, really tight. And it's funny how we become like a product of what we grew up doing and stuff like that. What you've been weaned on?
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's how I practiced too. We lived in a subdivision. I had a room to hit the ball in my backyard like 60 yards. So that's what I did all day long.
And you know what? That's interesting because it translates to other sports too. I used to umpire for a long time, and there was this kid who grew up throwing with batting practice or throwing pitching practice in the basement with his dad. And you could tell that he was so used to just the ball down, ball down. So, yeah, anybody that's starting out, wherever you're training is going to be what reflects.
That's how your game's going to be. That's how it was for me. Like get up, like I'm a brutal ball striker. Like you'll watch me hit some shots. You'll be like, you'll lean over. You're like, what the fuck's this guy doing? Like, he just top. Like I will top. I will top one
hard?
shot around.
Do you guys swing hard?
No, never. I swing too. I'm the one guy that swings too easy.
Yeah, I'm that way too.
Yeah,
I have to be. But if I swing hard and get a hold of it, it's fucking gone.
I
the
take
odds of it going straight are none.
I take a pretty good rip. If I start swinging easy, then my timing and everything gets thrown off.
I have to like half swing, otherwise I'm fucked.
But I'll do that at least one around. I will top a shot once around. I will. It's unbelievable.
Well,
shooting the 70s with a top shot, but I'll get a par on that hole.
It's one of the best compliments you can get is you can get up and down out of a garbage can.
Yeah. Well, we call it. Me and my buddies, we call it the working man par.
Yeah.
And then when I would get one, my buddy with the speaker they call me the working man. He would play it. I have different goals than most people when I play golf. Like,
let's hear them.
I'm
about the drinking. I'm about the music.
And I've always wondered how good I'd be at golf if I wasn't fucking annihilated by the 18th hole.
You would probably be better.
I think better, but I don't know how good.
I suck at golf when I'm drinking. Cannot drink and play golf.
I got to be in the slot.
like loose? Just loose?
Yeah, because it is a flexibility game and stuff like that. But I got to be up to a level, but I got to be below.
Yeah, below.
And you know the slot.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's different for everyone, but it's the same too.
that warm. You need to be warm.
Yeah.
that's the
Absolutely.
term.
We
Warmed
had
up.
we had members like that all the time, and it's like this guy is hammered drunk right now, but he's playing out of his mind, and then a couple holes later, done, can't even get out of the golf cart.
Yeah, one year I'm going to take golf very seriously and see how well I do.
Well, that's what's funny was being in college athletics and being a basketball announcer and just doing soccer in the summer. You would working for university, like you get that June, July, August, where not a lot's going on. So I made the decision where I said I'm going to qualify for the mid-am. Like I'm one of those dudes. Like I need a goal. Like when I was really big and weighed like 320 pounds.
Which, by the way, is crazy that you weighed 300
Oh yeah,
pounds.
but I said I'm going to run a 5K. That was it. Like that's how I operate.
Did you
I don't
do
know
it?
how you, yeah, 100%.
My man.
So like that's how I have to operate. I got to say I'm going to do this.
Like 103, having an old fashioned at,
At
103
103
every Friday.
Like you set the goal out there.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen.
It
It's
is. Here
we
happening
are.
now, as you see.
How are you enjoying your old fashioned, Nick?
This is probably the best old fashioned I've ever had.
Appreciate
Usually,
that.
like I get like they're a bit more bitter and stuff. This is kind of a sweeter.
See, we broke this down on the last 103 episode.
Yep.
I liked it.
Well, you know what? I went back and rewatched that episode, and really all we did was say that everything has to be right. Like, we're like, it's not good if the ice cubes aren't good. It's not good if the orange isn't right. It's not good if the bitters. It's not good if there's too much
it's a
simple syrup. If the
tedious
cherries
drink.
are fucked up. There's got to be so many things that go into, like, a perfect old-fashioned.
Yeah.
All right, so not to be too judgmental here, but like I'm gonna be judgmental here.
Okay.
So 103 Club, laying it on the line. Like I look at like Stick, your party days, blah blah blah. It's like I look at it, I was like, Stick probably knows how to make a good Jaeger bomb. Like,
Oh.
did not expect you to be able to make this good of an old fashioned. But
Listen,
in your defense, you're wiser in your age. So.
that's what I was just going to say.
Well,
I'm classy now.
It's that, and he's not playing the part when he makes an old fashioned. Like Stick's persona, it's known in this town. Even before I came here, I
Oh,
knew
boy.
I knew who Stick was, and,
Shit.
and I know what came with Stick. And again, the persona, the activities, the earlier events in your career,
Yep.
what you had to
I
do.
branded myself as the party kid
Yeah.
in the city for at least 10 years.
100%.
Right.
I mean, Tonic nightclub.
That's right.
Clutch cargos, baby.
Clutch cargos were your
Tiki
office.
Bob's, 7,
Dude, Tiki Bob's.
Voodoo. I mean, we can go to
Tiki
Canada.
Bob's was my spot, dude. The light up dance
Tuesday
floor.
nights at Tiki Bob's. When COVID first started, I posted on my Stick at Woodward Sports page. I said, listen, I'm not afraid of Corona. I used to party at Tiki Bob's on Tuesday night. That shit got like 1,000 shares with people tagging each other. Because if you were ever in there, it was just a sweat box.
Yeah.
It was just nasty and dirty and perfect.
Not to date anybody here, but I like remember used to hearing those commercials on the radio all the time. Like
That's all right.
Tuesday night at Tiki Bob's, I was like,
No question.
that's what.
It's
So
filthy.
I mean, for me, like
Great.
this is gonna be the craziest summer that because I've been working since I was 13 in the golf business. So like busiest time of the year is during the
I know,
summer.
and you retired from the golf
I'm
business. We
retired,
established
officially
that.
retired. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself on weekends. Probably actually play golf.
I'd like to play some golf.
Saturdays and Sunday, like that's what somebody was telling me the other day. Like you are gonna love your summer.
You still got the plug, like around at different golf courses?
Oh yeah,
My guy.
yep. I know the head pro at Meadowbrook. I know the guy.
nice.
And we got to do a Woodward sports golf outing.
Yeah.
Like, I've
feel
reached
we
out
do.
to Plum Hollow a couple times. They haven't responded, so we'll figure.
They're going through
something
some
out.
leadership change. My brother's still the golf services manager over there.
Tell
So
him to give me a fucking call back. Then,
all right, I got you.
We want to get.
he will. He'll literally march right up to the GM and say, "Dude, fucking call them back. They're trying to step it out and make some money here. What are you doing?"
Yep.
That's fair.
So I'm still well connected. I didn't burn any bridges.
Still juiced in?
If you had to pick a foursome here at Woodward Sports to ride with on your golf outing, who are your 4, or your 3 outside of yourself?
Oh, us three and Braylon.
Oh, is Braylon good at golf?
Braylon swings really. So I caddied for him at the
Oh.
Rocket Mortgage
I
Pro-Am
forgot
last
about
year.
that. Okay.
Yeah, Braylon swings really hard. He hits it hard. You don't know where the fuck it's going though. You don't.
That was with Joik, and that's why I beat him in the long drive. Like his ball went further, but it also went 400 yards that way.
yeah.
So like, you know,
He was actually texting me when I was in California. He sent me. He's got fitted for these irons and.
Yeah,
got
he's
a
hype
whole-
about his new irons.
He's,
yeah.
he's like I want to go out and play, and I was like, I'm ready anytime.
Joik's a man of many talents. He was roller skating the other day on his,
I saw that on his gram.
and dude had a little bounce to him while he
Yeah.
was roller skating.
Joy can't get down for a big fella.
Yeah.
See, he's done some TikToks with I think it was his niece or something like that. He's like, it's the only one I dance with.
Well, here's to you, Joik Bell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We miss you. We'll pour out some Joik Bell.
Right there.
For the
Not a
homie.
lot, though.
No,
went,
God,
went
no.
through hell and high water to make this drink.
Not this nectar.
Nope, absolutely not.
No, it is the cherry again. I know we talked about it last time, but
Last week, Neal texted me like 3 hours later, like, that's a good old fashioned.
no, because I thought about it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like I went back and thought about it because I don't do sugar,
Yeah.
But I make an exception.
Oh, shit.
I make an exception. No, but I make an exception for Sticks Old Fashioned.
Well, thank you. Honestly, like, I know that is a thing for you. So
100%. Yeah. Like, so, it's there.
Yeah, I was honestly like, I was expecting, like, because he made me take a sip before you got here. He said, I can't let you get it watered down and ruin the taste. So I took a sip and I was like, wow.
I'll have you know, by the way, I felt the pressure. And for those, we started, I don't know, like, if the people will know the truth. We started this, what was like 107, right?
Today,
109.
Yeah, about
109.
Yeah,
Okay.
6 minutes late.
So just letting everybody in behind the curtain here. We did not officially start at 103, and that's my fault. However, I had some corporate things I had to do for Lady Jane's, and I want you guys to know that when I was laying down the radio commercial that you hear, every radio station you're on, you hear it. When I was laying it down, I said, I have to get this in one take.
Right.
It's still got to be good, but I have to get this in one take because I got to be back there for the 103 Club, and I did it in one take.
It's not
and
the
it
same
was,
without you, Neal.
It was fire.
Yeah. I was like, I almost, like, I forgot about this yesterday and then, or on Wednesdays. Stick was like, you ready for 103 Club on Friday? I said, hell yeah.
My fear about the 103 Club today is I got so drunk yesterday for St. Patrick's Day that this one drink is going to, like, just push me right back over that edge.
Get me hammered at work.
Yeah.
Like the old days.
How you feeling for real? Give me a 1 to 10. 10 being the worst.
Oh, no, I'm a solid 7. Like, I'm good. I'm sweating out alcohol. I can feel that sweat from yesterday.
Well, he
Because
said-
you play it off well. You
Yeah.
do. You seem fine.
I play off my drunk well, too. Like, a lot of people are always like,
that's
you
an
were,
art
you were
form.
drunk? Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, I was fucking hammered.
I was better at it when I was bigger. Obviously, I mean, that's physics.
But I did a good 13 hours of drinking yesterday.
Jesus.
I was-
I did that in California last weekend. And
But I mixed in some waters, which was nice. I needed
key.
to do that.
It's key.
Some corned beef sandwiches kept me alive. Corned beef pizza at the Brass Rail.
that's got to be different.
Whatever. At that
Are
time.
we official with that, by the way? The draft party at the Brass Rail?
Yes.
That's locked in.
Yep, draft party at the Brass Rail.
You guys, I'm hype for this NFL draft. We're doing it at the Brass Rail. I suggest you get out there.
We were
I
talking about
suggest
our
you get out
lineup
there.
today of who's going to be on announcing. Obviously you want to be a part of it. Scott Bischoff, Adam, I believe. Last year I was kind of the lead of it. This year I think I'm just going to show up and hang out.
Okay.
Get drunk.
That's my new thing.
Yeah.
Can I do both? Can I be on it and?
Oh yeah, I was drinking.
take
on it
care of
last year.
business.
Yeah.
Well, who's Easy and I ran like the last hour of it last year.
Yep.
Okay.
It's such a fun thing. I mean, last year we were such neophytes into anything that we were doing with Woodward Sports. So like it was our first major draft party, and we invited like Dosa Dion up to do his broadcast from there, and it was a really cool, fun event, especially in the middle of COVID when nobody else was doing shit. We were able to pack Del Mar.
Well, Detroit's going to have the most exciting one because you get the second pick and then you get to wait all the way. So, like,
There's going to be a lot of fucking drunk Lions
Yeah,
fans.
there's going to be a lot of drunk
lot.
people talking on this broadcast, I feel like.
Yeah, last year we tapped out after I think it was like the 10th pick. It was like, all right, Lions did their pick.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
It was like
Deuces,
15th or
everybody.
16th.
Yeah, that's
now
what
we
you
get.
guys were
Yeah,
on.
we got to double that this year.
Yeah. And we did that, honestly, like, the Pistons draft, too, kind of fucked us because they got Killian Hayes the first year that we were doing Woodward Sports, and then they traded up to get other two, and we had
Twice.
already gone off the air, and it was like, God damn it, we should have stayed on.
Yeah. So,
Now you know.
Lesson learned.
well, no, watch this year. Now you're going to have the 32nd pick, and then they're going to trade out.
Trade back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, when do you end that broadcast?
After the draft. It's
After the draft?
it's only one round.
But nobody gives a shit about, like, who Pittsburgh's selecting at 20, right?
Although
What
we did
do-
hold some viewership throughout the entire thing.
Dude, Stick. Check the YouTube chat thread. Check the message board. Dude, I'll carry a show. I could do a show by myself.
So
during
maybe
the
that's what
draft,
we'll do.
dude.
I'll end the show this year instead of carrying the first part.
Yeah, there you go.
We have to be on the
I love
entire
those cherries.
first round. We have to be on.
Yeah.
Have
Okay.
to.
Then it's done. Neal Ruhl says so. It's done.
Well, I mean, because then you got to build it back to the 34th pick too, because there's going to be guys that you think could be there at 34 as well.
100, and that's why. That's the rub.
But it's only the first round, day one, right?
Correct.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But even after the last pick's over,
So do we do day 2 broadcast too? Because that was something that was discussed last year. Back from the studio.
You could. That's where you could maybe get like some of the contributors or something.
Yeah,
Get
well,
Corey
I got to
do it.
fly to Florida because I got to do soccer for ESPN, so I won't be there for that.
Well, excuse the fuck out of me, Neal
Well,
Ruhl.
much like Nick Leach is 14 years in the golf industry and a 2.9 handicap. Hey, Nick, I got shit to do too.
I've never said you didn't.
You guys done with your old fashioned?
We are. That's it.
I am tapped out.
It's another episode of the 103 Network, 103 Club. Thank you guys for being a part of it. We drink one drink, discuss some shit. Today it was golf and draft parties and my parties that I used to throw back in the day.
Clutch Cargoes,
Hey,
baby.
tweet if you guys want to hear something addressed on the 103 Club.
Yeah.
Tweet at it. We got your response tweets yesterday that you guys actually enjoyed it. No one was more stunned than me.
No, me and Neal were like, what the? Someone actually listened and liked
Yeah, I was
it.
like,
Hell
hey,
yeah.
somebody watch this?
Right.
Watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
only 15 minutes, or at least it was last week, so it's digestible, Like,
Right.
people can get behind this.
Hell yeah, that's
There
what
you
I'm
have
about.
it. Hey, do you want to hear something addressed? We'll talk about it.
Cheers, and have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your old fashions.
Well, see you later.